Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to Disney Mirrorverse. In this video, we're going to be going over the August update. The last one we did was July. We have August. We got some cool stuff to talk about. We got some new Guardians as well, so we're going to go ahead and dive into that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel, you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So Disney Mirrorverse, I've kind of gotten into a rhythm of doing monthly updates because they do monthly updates with this game, which is great to see. I think one of the challenges with this game and the current player base in there for soft launch is that this game has been in soft launch for a really long time. It's been over a year, and we still don't have any indication on when this game is going to globally launch. The good thing is, though, is that we are seeing monthly updates come out. So we know that the game has the backing. We know that it's going to come out eventually, but we haven't seen this game discussed in any of the investor relations type meetings that the company has with investors to talk about what's coming up and what's coming out. So we don't know any of that. So I think some of that is kind of, I don't know, putting some doubt in our minds. But again, I have to say, with these regular updates coming out every month, new Guardians coming out every month, it seems to be on a path to launch. Hopefully sometime soon, we can get some information on at least a launch window, even if it's like first half of 2022 or second half of 2022, something. But good, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the update that we have. It's not a massive update, if I'm being honest here. So this did come out a couple weeks ago, so I'm late getting this out. I apologize for that. But what we have going on in the game, this game does include some new Guardians. So we're going to shift into the game once I'm done here. Shift in the game. I'll show you the new Guardians. I don't have them unlocked yet, so I can't show you gameplay, but we can go ahead and take a look at what those new Guardians are. So we have some updates for Dangerous Dungeons, basically just some mechanical stuff, some logistical stuff as far as when you log in or when you hit the back button. We have some Guardian updates here for some balancing with Captain Hook, Maleficent, Merida, Jack, Sparrow, and then we have a focus and crit chance right here. So the effectiveness of focus has been increased. The more focus you have, the more crit chance you have, to provide roughly plus 20% additional crit chance over the previous calculations, which was good because early on, before, crit chance was great, and then they made a change, and then crit chance was just absolutely awful. You barely crit, and now we're seeing a little bit of a lift as far as crit chance goes, which is a good thing. This is a global change to all Guardians and roles, which is going to help with our ranged Guardians, because our ranged Guardians, when they went through that change, lost a lot of that damage that we relied on them to put out. And so seeing this is good. And then stay tuned for further refinements as we work to fine-tune and improve the way we calculate these values. I think ultimately, when it comes to balancing, what you want to be able to do is put a team of 3 together and do fairly well. You want to be able to do a decent amount of damage. You want to be able to heal to get through some of those tougher battles. But then you get to a point where you just aren't going to be able to progress anymore because you're just not strong enough. Then you got to go back, do some farming and stuff. And finding that balance across your team can be a bit challenging. I understand that. So it's good to see continual balance changes happening. The Laurel Store, we got some updates as far as the store go. We have a brand new store called the Glamour Store here, and then we have the Laurel Store. So Laurel Store here, the updates went live on the August 24th. This basically added epic pages. It also gave an overall price reduction on the Laurel Store, which is good because things in there are expensive anyway. I'll show you when we jump into the game. Glamour Store, this is a brand new store. This is basically things for your avatar related items like icons, frames, decorators, things like that, that you can use orbs or gold for. So very free to play friendly there because you can save up your gold, you can save up orbs, and use your orbs or your gold wherever you want to. So I think that's pretty good. Tutorial improvements. I haven't been through the tutorial in over a year, so I don't know kind of what the biggest benefit here is, but they're refining the tutorial experience, which is great because whenever new players come into the game, the better the tutorial experience is to grab them and pull them into the game, the better. You don't want it to be too cumbersome. So, improve the tutorial about dashing. Improvements have been made to the find more information. So you can see kind of there what's been going on. And then we have updates and improvements just kind of right here, some general stuff. All right. So, like I said, not major, but we got some new tunes. We did some balance changes. We got some new store, a new store, and some balances to the store. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump on over into the game now, and I'm going to show you what all this looks like and show you who the new Guardians are. So give me just a second. All right, so here we are in game. Now let's go ahead. We're going to jump over into the store really quick just to show you those new stores. So we have, as you can see down here, we have the Laurel store. We saw some price reductions in here, so you can see everything that is available right now. And then the new Glamour store is down here. So I did purchase, what did I do? The Stellar Portal icon. This, you know, I like these kind of things. These vanity type things where you can kind of dress up and personalize how people see you in the game. I think is great. Now, the only thing, I think the only feedback I have on this is that you can use orbs or you can use gold. I think the orbs far outweigh the gold. I feel that maybe there should be more of a balance here when it comes to being able to purchase some of these with gold versus orbs. Maybe 50-50. I don't know. But there's only 2 items in here right now that you can purchase with gold versus orbs. The orb prices are a little pricey, in my opinion, especially when you compare it to what you need in order to do a pull. A single pull for a single character is 220 orbs. And look, we got 1,200 orbs for early adopter frame. That's insane. That's nuts. So hopefully there's some balancing and stuff that happens with that. So that's the new store. Those are the Laurels. I don't have anything to do a poll, unfortunately. So let's take a look at the Guardians. We got some new Guardians that are now in the game. So let's go ahead and take a look at who they are. Look at that. We got Frank Wolf. We got Elsa's been around for a little bit. Elsa was only unlockable through purchasing, so I decided not to purchase her. We have Tinkerbell and we have Captain Hook. So let's just go ahead and take a look at who these characters are. I love these character models. Look at this guy. I haven't seen the movie. This is The Rock, right? From the Jungle Cruise movie that just came out, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know what's up with the arm, so I'm gonna have to watch the movie. I'm gonna have to see what that's all about. He looks like a cross between, well, The Rock and The Thing. If you know The Thing from comic books. So there he is. He is what is he? Warden of the Forest. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at his bio right here. He's tall, he's stealthy, he's seafaring. If you need a guide through the jungle, you'll find none better than Frank Wolf. And what is he as far as a class? He's green. He's support. What am I thinking? Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, I'm like, what's going on here? All right, so there he is. We got him. He's a support character. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Elsa. Just if you haven't seen her yet, here she is. She's ranged. She's pretty cool. I haven't seen her in action yet, though. All right, and then, man, I wish when I go back, here we go. Here we have Tinkerbell ranged as well. She looks like a hologram. Fiery pixie avatar. So interesting. So, hopefully I can get these characters unlocked and we can show some gameplay footage of them. But here she is. And then finally, I'll just hit this. We go to Captain Hook. Captain Hook is melee here, so we can see him. He looks pretty good as well. I think I may have shown him before because I think he was in right before the others. So Captain Hook, Vainglorious, Vengeful Swordsman. So those are the new tunes that we currently have in the game right now, the new Guardians. And then, yeah, there's the support icon right there. So pretty interesting. I'm really interested in this guy and seeing what he can do, because right now, if you take a look at his abilities, defensive foliage right now. So he grows a patch of dense foliage beneath him that lasts for 16 seconds. All Guardians heal, and then allies with dense foliage gain 50% ranged resistance, which is pretty good. His resilience here, he's got thick bark hide, provides 60% resistance to wound, shock, and poison, which is all good. At the beginning of combat, when struck by critical hit, Frank gains 10% defense buff. You can see with the other one there as well if he's inflicted with burn. So he's got some pretty stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at the others really quick. So Tinkerbell, here are her special abilities. Whenever she enters a supernova state, so I wonder if this is her supernova state, because you can see a little icon of her in the background, and then you see this. She does 100% damage, plus an instant 300% burn. Burn is the damage over time. Tinkerbell's pixie dust finally depleted. She exits supernova, and her attack buff is removed. So pretty interesting to see kind of what she might bring to the table. Pixie dust lasts for an additional 0.25 seconds. So this is the signature ability that we're able to take up to level 100. In order to level up signature abilities, you need to pull a 4-star version of that character, which will give you this icon right here. We'll give you this resource right here, this signet for each one of these guardians, so that you can go ahead and continue to level that up. Right now the drop rates are horrible for that, but and then next we have, there we go with Captain Hook. There's his abilities there. 300% damage and causing knockback. Additional 300% damage if the enemy is marked. They did do some updates with the marked ability. When a marked enemy has armor or lure, mark is removed. So here's just the abilities. Chance to purge 1 buff from a marked enemy. So mark is really important for him. And that's the signature ability there. So I'm going to go back to this guy because he just looks cool in my opinion. No, not you. You. All right. So there we go. That's the latest update that we have. Not a massive update. Some balance changes and things like that I said. We got some new characters that we can play around with once we're able to unlock them. But that's where we are with this game right now for the August update. I'm interested to see what comes in September. And hopefully we hear something as far as some sort of launch window, because those of you who've been watching these videos since I've been making them over the last year, I know I've gotten all your questions about when is this game going to be released. We're excited to play it, and there comes a point, and this is what I'm fearful of. There comes a point when the game when people have been waiting for a game so long, they just say, who knows when it's going to come out, and then they lose interest. Hopefully that's not happening, and hopefully we can get something out there, or the company can get something out there that will let people know, because a lot of people are very interested in this game. I think the developers have done a great job. They've got some great game mechanics. There's some balancing. There's some things and stuff that still need to be done in the game. I understand that, but we'll see what happens. All right, everybody, I'm just droning on now. And there you go, everybody. That's what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.